Thanks for joining us on the news at 7. We are staying with developments in Abuja, where the House of Representatives has called on Dangote Refinery, the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, and oil marketers to cease fire pending the outcome of its probe. Its Joint Committee on Petroleum Midstream and Downstream handed down the charge at its inaugural meeting in Abuja. National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa reports.
An outburst by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority last week that the refined products from Dangote are inferior to imported fuel sparked widespread conversations. The Dangote Refinery fought back, and at a visit by the leadership of the House of Representatives over the weekend, tested the products. The Joint Committee on Petroleum Midstream and Downstream was mandated 2 weeks ago by the House to conduct a detailed forensic probe into the crisis. At its inaugural meeting, the committee directs all hostilities be altered pending the outcome of its investigations.
Dangote Refinery, other refining companies, NMDPRA, marketers, and relevant stakeholders should henceforth cease further allegations and counter-allegations pending the conclusion and outcome of the investigation.
A mandate, as set by the House on July 9th, encompasses a comprehensive forensic legislative investigation into the several critical areas.
Domestic refiners face difficulties in accessing reliable supplies of crude oil feedstock for their refineries. The Speaker, represented by the Deputy, acknowledges this challenge and reiterates President Bola Tinubu's commitment at providing a level playing field for producers and refiners to do business in the industry. He says the rule of engagement to ensure that the pricing model from the oil producers does not hinder the domestic refineries must be upheld. The Joint Committee says the investigation will be in phases. It is starting with the allegations and counter-allegations between Dangote Refinery and the regulator over the quality of refined products. It will also dig into the complaints by refining companies about the non-availability of crude oil supply to domestic refineries. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.
For more update, a National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa joins me on the news. Joke, the feud between Dangote Refinery and its regulator, the NMDPRA, is generating a lot of reactions, especially considering the magnitude of the investment and impact of this development on future investors. Walk us through deliberations by the Reps Committee investigating the issue.
Yes, today is basically for the committee to be inaugurated. The Speaker, who was represented by the Deputy, performed that exercise. So basically the stakeholders, the leading actors in the industry were not present, they were not invited. So just an avenue for the committee to set out and spell out its modalities for the task ahead. 2 weeks ago, on the 9th of this month, was when a motion to that effect was passed, and the committee, both committees were merged into one to actually carry out this assignment. And so what the committee will be looking at, what the committee actually did say, most importantly, is for all parties in this field to stop what it calls media war, so that they can actually focus and get to the root of the matter. The committee has the mandate of the House to look at the allegations and counter-allegations. We have a situation where there are allegations that products being imported into the country are substandard. We also have allegations that the locally refined products are also not meeting international best practices. So these are the allegations. We also talk of security, threats to energy security, scarcity of crude oil for local refineries. So these are the issues that the committee, of course, will set out to investigate and arrive at a resolution. It's expected that it will make its recommendations known to the House.
All right. And now the committee has directed that all hostilities be halted, just as you've mentioned, pending the outcome of its investigations. The committee has equally said that investigation will be in phases. Has a timeline been set to present its findings to the public?
Yes. the motion did apply for 4 weeks, and that means that that joint committee has 4 weeks within which to submit its report. But of course, it's at liberty to also request for more time if it feels that it has not concluded its assignment. So, but basically, in line with the rules, the standing rules of the House, it was given 4 weeks to submit its report. But as the investigation goes on, should the committee desire or need to ask for more time, it will surely do, and the House will oblige it, depending on the number of weeks being sought again.
All right, Joke, we thank you for this update and look forward to the outcome of the committee's investigations. Our National Assembly correspondent, Joke Adisa, for us in Abuja.